What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning. You are watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. It is Friday, October 11th, 2024. Still some showers over the Netherlands. So once more going back to P3. Posing for us is the Finnair A350. Which just arrived from bloody Helsinki and is waiting for a spot to park. A very good morning to everybody who's joined already. Maria, Jackie, Evelyn, Dereki, Carback Paradise, Danny, KLM fan, Tom, Jordi, Mark, good morning. I was trying to go without nasal spray today, but I am sounding a bit more stuffy than I thought I would, so just took a little bit of nasal spray, should open up. Shouldn't be sounding so stuffy anymore in a few more minutes. Now, this is not the only A350 over here at Schiphol right now. Feast your eyes on this. It is the Carbon A350. There it is in real life here at Schiphol Airport, which I hope we should catch its departure. They're also picking up the engines of an A330 that just has been pushed back. It's starting its taxi. Goedemorgen Simon, good morning Lois. Hey there Andre, good morning. El van Beek, good morning. Leo, goedemorgen. Wind is blowing in our direction today, albeit moderately. Does mean that the audio is way better already than it was yesterday, with the wind blowing away from us. Runway is a little wet. Departures now take place from 18 left as well as runway 24. Privilege style A321. Patrick, goedemorgen. We've got airplanes taxiing to the threshold of 18 left. All KLM narrow bodies. Hey Tom, goedemorgen. Let's apply an outbound filter so we can see a bit better what is what. This is a KLM 737-800 to Bucharest. which will be taking off firstly. E2 Embraer 195 to Marseille, KLM. And check out the reflection on the wet tarmac. Nice zigzag pattern of asphalt. KLM Embraer 190 going to Stuttgart. Hey there, come tour. Good morning. And the KLM 737 to Bucharest now taking off. The runway is still wet. As I was walking up here the first 5 minutes, I had to use the umbrella because of a shower. Which provided some nice fresh moisture on the tarmac. Now there's also something in the SkyTeam livery over there. Is that the PHBVD? I think it is. Yep. Delta A330Neo probably just arrived. Hey there Grant, good morning. Joop, goedemorgen. Stranger, good morning. Welcome one and all. Now big picture wise, showers in the vicinity. Another one seems to be passing over, or at least passing by us. Again, like we saw yesterday, the KLM 100 years Dreamliner is getting towed from A to B. Hey there Jane, good morning, good to see ya. Cathay Pacific, A350 also over there in the background. Yesterday, oh yeah, there it is. I think, no, that's Garuda. I was about to say the A340-600 was also over there, at least yesterday when I drove back home. Wasn't sure if it was still there, didn't see it. So we do have this beautiful carbon A350, which I hope we will see depart later in the show. For now, narrow bodies taking off from 18 left. E2 Embraer 195 KLM lined up. KLM 737 to Rome. The next airplane, the Embraer 175 is also coming. I'm hearing wheel sounds. Yep, she's pulling up. KLM 777-300 just arrived. Hey, and they're towing the 100 years to gate in our nearby field of view. Yesterday it was asked if somebody is in the cockpit while they are towing the airplane, and the answer is quite clearly yes. Whoa, front row seat. Pity that there is a bit of cargo in the way of seeing what happens on the ground. One Dreamliner just arrived, and another one is about to leave. The airplane just has been pushed back. Yeah, they're checking the controls. The elevators and the rudder will also start moving. There's the rudder, testing the rudder. Meanwhile, they're setting the flaps. The slats extend to the front, the flaps extend to the back. Hey Ronald, goedemorgen. Mohammed, goedemorgen. Jindrosek, goedemorgen. Welcome one and all, you're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy and we are standing in parking P3. It's another day with showery weather, at least in the morning. Case in point, a little bit of drizzle passing us by west of us. Runway 18 left is now being used for departures together with runway 24. Next to take off is one of Transavia's A321Neos. Destination Malaga. Flight 6117. This is the PHYHY, which I think we saw arrive months ago. Its first flight March 2024. So that's the second airplane leased. The YHZ being the first that got delivered. And the ones whose last letter starts with the beginning letters of the alphabet, A, B, C, etc. Those are Transavia's own. Hey JD, good morning. Hey there Sheila, good morning. Gino, good morning. Mohammed, good morning. Fire in the hole. Quite a lot to see over here at the moment. Airplanes taxiing towards the runway to take off. Tow trucks. And line skippers. Actually, by the looks of it, another line skipper. And also returning traffic. This one is going to get pulled back. This one is going to continue to the maintenance hangars eventually. Now the 777 is still standing here, waiting for a spot. Hey there Phil and Carol, good morning, welcome. Peter, goedemorgen. Welcome all others who have joined in the meantime. Bit of showery weather here in the morning. And for those of you who joined us only just now, check it out. It is the Carbon A350. Jerry also back in the chat. Good morning, mate. Hope all is well. Chat moved right as I was about to click on Jerry's super chat message to highlight it. Thank you so much for that, Jerry. It might rain at AMS today. Whatever makes you think that, mate? No, you're right. A little bit of showery weather over here, like we also had yesterday. Hence the reason I'm standing in the parking once more. E2 Embraer 195 to Lyon. No, that's the 737. Once again, the airplane lined up, not showing on flight radar. Hey there, Omar. Good morning. You're right, Jinder. Say Carbon China would look great next to the Olympics Delta. Oh, something is about to happen. Wheel sounds means that the engines are spooling up or spooling down. Bit of moisture still on the runway. As I said before, as I was walking up here the initial 10 minutes I had to use the umbrella because there was still a little shower passing over Schiphol, providing some fresh water, which you can still see is on the tarmac. For how much longer remains to be seen. I'm not sure when the first heavy hitter is going to take off from 18 left. I'm sure it won't be too long. Here's a 777 that is getting pushed back, which still has to start its engines. Means that we can hear the GE90s in a few moments. In the meantime, narrow bodies are taking off. One 737 taking cheaters lane, one 737 lined up, and then Embraer 175, and another 737 going to the threshold. So I think this is the 777-200 to Quito. Starting engine number 1. Hey Lise, goedemorgen. Martin, good morning. Little drizzle now here over at Schiphol. No! KLM Dreamliner photobombing the moment. Right, pushback has been completed. Just one engine running still. Now the left-hand engine, if you check it out, is now spinning clockwise. It is going to turn anti-clockwise once they are starting it. So keep an eye out for that. Now you can see it stop and it starts spinning the other way around. Now they're starting the engine. They still have to check the controls and also have to set the flaps, which you will see next. In the meantime, good morning Raven Rock, good morning Alex, good morning other Peter, the cat, good morning, welcome one and all. You're watching AMS Live, my name is Boy and we are standing in parking P3 again because it is still a bit rainy today. Small showers, but still significant enough to get wet if you're standing outdoors. Hence the carriage. Wind has changed, now a little bit from the south. Means that runway 18 left is also being used as secondary runway for departures. Meanwhile, a massive big thank you to Martin Haywood, who is celebrating 10 months of membership and rides another month of great entertainment. Martin, thank you so much for your continued support, mate. Hope all is still good in the lounge and that you're still liking it over there. If not, do let me know. And even if you were to decide not to stay on as a member, I hope you will stick around as a frequent visitor for many more months to come. Now you can see that the flaps still have to be set. Slats are still retracted. The leading edge of the wing is still smooth. Once they are setting the flaps, you will see that the back end is lowering. And the front part will too. They're taking their time today, or at least on this airplane. Right, well, I'm not going to wait an eternity. More stuff is going on. Such as Garuda Indonesia being towed. Where are they taking it? Stranger asks if 18 right has ever been used for departures, and not to my knowledge, mate. They will have to taxi to the end of the runway, the northern end, and then turn on the runway. Now, smaller jets might be able to do that, but bigger jets aren't. It's a one-way street, the Polderaan. Hey, Jinshin, aloha, mate. Raven Rock asks, any birds today? Haven't seen any yet. Yesterday we did see a couple of crows, I think it were, or birds at any rate. Hey there, Guy, good morning. Hey Malta, goedemorgen. And all others who have joined, good morning. So, Garuda Indonesia is taking a walk. An assistant walk. Hey Andre, good morning. No koets indeed, Jinshin. Can you see what is hidden behind two airplanes? In case you just joined us, why, yes, it is the carbon fiber A350 China airplane, or Taiwanese. More airplanes having been pushed back. This should be the 777-200 to Minneapolis. Meanwhile, Garuda Indonesia still on the run. And that 777 that we saw earlier, of which we saw the engines start, still standing there with the wings in the cruising configuration. Interesting. They're taking their time. I'm wondering if something is up. Hey there, Finnair A350 fan, good morning. BVD over there. Finnair A350, which we saw arrive earlier. Ryanair also on the move. And in the meantime, Terry, good morning, and a massive big thank you for your continued support. 12 months of membership, another member has gone green. Congratulations, Terry, and thank you so much for your continued support, mate. A year has gone by, and I hope you still like it in the lounge after a year. Do let me know if something isn't to your liking. Thank you so much for your support, Terry. Hey, Julian, good morning. Now, Garuda is going to Schiphol Oost by the looks of it. Away it goes. More eco members in the chat indeed, QJ. Right. She's moving, the 777. Flaps haven't been set yet. Hey! Check it out, guess who's back? Long time no see. Must have been 24 hours. Now, if that were to be parked next to the Carbon China A350, how about that, Jendrosek? Fingers crossed. Indeed, déjà vu. Now there's an Air Baguette to Paris, A321 taxiing to the threshold of 18 left, or is it taking the cheaters entrance? No. It is going to the threshold. Doing reasonably fine, Julian. Thank you for asking. Still a bit of cold symptoms, but nothing substantial. Right, well, is this close enough, Jendrosek? Combo shot. A350 combo shot. Hey there, Sharifu. Good morning. And good morning, Alan Lee. Good morning, other viewers who have joined in the meantime as well. A350 combo shot, 2 special liveries. What are the odds? The LA28 Olympics special A350 from Delta and China Airlines A350 Carbon. Thumbnail question mark? Hey, just plain nuts, good morning. Thank God it's Friday. Want to borrow my umbrella? It's very nice. Has it arrived already? I think you're the first. Do let me know if it is a bit durable. I hope it is. Otherwise, I'm going to pull it back out of the assortment. Hey there, Blackburst. Good morning. A320Neo from Austrian is also making its way over to 18 left to take off to Vienna. Air France A321 going to Paris Charles de Gaulle. Mike Wild, good morning. Good to see you, mate. Hope all is well. For those of you joining us just now, welcome to the show. Once again, another show from P3. Why? Because you can see showers in the vicinity. Second consecutive day. Now we have KLM blocking our view. of a very special carbony Chinese Airlines A350, and right next to it we have another nice recurring visitor. Meanwhile, taking a hike to Vienna is Austrian's A320Neo. The runway is still a little wet, which you can see particularly upon rotation. Still waiting for the first heavy to take off from 18 left, so that we can see how much water there really is on the runway. Oh, it's going, it's moving. The opportunity has passed. The combo shot, photo op, is over. I think we're hearing the GE90s of this airplane starting. Now, where is the LA28 going to park? It's right here. It's not turning. Oh, check it out. The sheen adds a little something to an already nice livery. Meanwhile, Garuda, which we saw taking a hike earlier, in the meantime has arrived on the far end. Fire engines, which are behind the column. Yeah, hard to show you guys. The Garuda Indonesia 777-300 sightseeing, now sightseeing over there. And umbrella looks nice. Need to actually experiment with it in a storm, but it looks well made. Well, don't be pushing your luck. I'm not sure if I don't think it is advertised as being a storm umbrella, so I would be very careful. At least over here in the Netherlands, we do have separate umbrellas that have reinforced carbon fiber legs and whatnot, ribs, if you will, that are actually advertised as storm umbrellas. I'm pretty sure that this is not a storm umbrella, so be careful, mate. Now, beautiful to see. If I zoom out, you can see the veils of rain. There is a shower with precipitation passing now. This is east of us. You can also see that happening south of us. Now, once again, an unadulterated view on the Carbon A350, insofar as the gate is not in the way. Well, good morning, Rick. Good morning, Richard. Now, let's see. This would be KLM Flight 743, which will be going to Lima. We're also seeing a pushback of 78710, which is going to go to Kilimanjaro, and I think this might be the first heavy to take off from 18 left shortly. Other Richard, goedemorgen. Louis, good morning. Hey there, Mark, good morning. No others who have joined in the meantime, good morning. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. We're standing in parking P3 again. Why, you might ask? Showers. Showery weather once again, as was the case yesterday. The LA28 Special Olympics A350 is here. Just arrived. China Airlines Carbon A350 also here. PHBVD also here. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Lance. And all others who have joined. Welcome to the show. And this is KLM Flight 567. Destined to go to Kilimanjaro. Hadi Rob, goedemorgen. This is an airplane that I expect will take off from runway 18 left, which is open for departures. Or is it on the move already? Flight radar is not showing all the airplanes that I see something is happening with. There's also this airplane which I am now unable to account for. Doesn't look like it is coming this way though. Meanwhile, we are going to see a line cutter. I think we are. Air Baltic not taking the effort to go to the runway threshold to take off to Vilnius, but taking shortcuts in life. Karma will catch up with you someday. This is a brand new airplane according to Flight Radar, meaning it is less than a year old. The first flight of this airplane was in February 2024. Still plenty of moisture over there on the far end of the runway. LA28 and KLM Fokker 100 on the panorama rooftop terrace. What a nice combo shot. Come to think of it, that might also be thumbnail worthy. Hey there, Paul, goedemorgen. Martin, goedemorgen. All others who have joined in the meantime, good morning. Carbon fiber. Another line cutter. Bulgaria going to Sofia. That's another A220-300. Flight 462, LZ ROM, 1-year-old airplane, first flight July 2023, and indeed in the background you could see the 777-300 from Garuda, Indonesia, which we saw getting towed for earlier in the stream. Engine starting noises. Now, if I recall correctly, this would be KLM Flight 567 Kilimanjaro 787-10 Dreamliner, which I expect is going to take off from 18 left shortly. Should be the BKK, and indeed that is its registration. Hadi Nart, goedemorgen. And all others who have joined in the meantime, good morning. Some Dutch guy, good morning. So this is the PHBKK 787-10 Dreamliner, 3 years old. First flight December 2020. Taking its sweet time to taxi to the threshold of 18 left, I think. Or is it going to take off a bit further to the end of the runway? Still looks like it is on its way over here to the threshold. Going to Kilimanjaro. Isn't that the highest mountain in Africa or something? Good morning, it's JG and all others who have joined. And yes, Lisa, I'm still fighting your germs. You and your stupid socialist ideals. Sharing is caring. Ugh. Now it's the KLM waiting for the little Vueling. Looks like it. Still has the dot in place. Vueling flight 1380 going to Alicante, A320Neo. Hey there, Tarmac, good morning. Turning and burning. Turning and burning. There she is, KLM flight 567. Going to Kilimanjaro. Blam! Spray galore. Amazing. There you go. One heavy just took off. Absolutely amazing. Adriaan, goedemorgen. And Jay, good morning. All others who've joined, good morning. Check it out. More heavy hitters coming this way by the looks of it. TUI 767. Nice. TUI 767 going to, what is it? BJV Bodrum. That's Turkey, I think. This is likely. Well, I saw it just now. Yeah, the 777-300 Earth, Cape Town, South Africa, KLM flight 597. More heavy hitters. And Transavia first. The first next airplane to take off. Adi Dion, goedemorgen. And all others who've joined in the meantime, good morning. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy and we are standing in parking P3 today. Why? Because it is still showery in the Netherlands. As you guys can see in the distance. Spray on the runways. Unfortunately not the best weather to be standing out in the field. The parking garage is providing good overview and cover though. Runway 18 left. The runway that these airplanes are going to take off from is used as secondary runway for departures. Wind is blowing somewhat from the south. These jets are also taking off from runway 22, which is on paper intersecting the runway that the Transavia and the heavy hitters from KLM are lining up on. Means that this airplane first has to take off successfully before clearance will be given. Prevent accidents from being able to happen, being allowed to happen. Good morning, Eckhart. Good morning, Andreas. Magosia, good morning. Interesting airplanes, there definitely are. The LA28 Olympics special from Delta. And talking about special livery A350s, we also have the carbon fiber China Airlines. It's getting busy here. Showtime. Transavia first, then KLM to Cape Town, South Africa. Runway is wet. TUI 767 in the foreground. Going to Bodrum. Cathay Airways. Embraer also queuing up. 737 KLM on Cheaters Lane. Nice bit of spray. Hey, yo! Her Majesty the Queen. Also coming this way, presumably. She's not coming this way for nothing. If she was going to take off from the other runway, we wouldn't have seen her here. So this is another departure. Flipping awesome. Now, heavy hitters time. KLM will be taking off shortly. The KLM 737-900 that we saw on Cheaters Lane is taking off firstly. Screw that. Have a look at this. Also so much better ambient sounds over here than yesterday when the wind was blown away. Now the wind is blowing towards us and you can hear the difference. Women never come your way for nothing, Lisa says. Well, it takes one to know one. So what's the hidden agenda of this queen? KLM 777-300 Earth, Cape Town, South Africa. Spray it up. But 747. Queen has to wait her turn. No privileges. Next up will be TUI 767-300 to Bodrum. PHOYJ, 24 years old, first flight February 2000. And boss says that TUI 767 is really nice. Flew to Fuerteventura a couple of weeks ago. Nice. Modest in the spray production department. I'm sure Her Majesty will do better shortly. Adi Lane, goedemorgen. Don Viejos, good morning. And all others who have joined in the meantime, good morning. You're watching AMS Live, my name is Boy. We're standing in parking P3. overlooking the apron and runway 18 left, which is being used as secondary runway for departures. Showers in the vicinity and passing over the Netherlands today again like they did yesterday, which is why we're looking up higher ground and a bit drier. Special A350s here. The LA28 arrived earlier, and as I was arriving in the garage already, and you can see it behind the Delta, China Airlines Carbon A350 also being parked over there, which I hope we will see depart during the stream later. 2 more narrow bodies to go before Her Majesty the Queen is going to take off. Adi Jeroen, goedemorgen. Jim Sven, goedemorgen. Lieve, goedemorgen. And all others who have joined, good morning. Stupid 747 is in the way of showing me showing you the beautiful 737. An airplane type like Embraers you rarely see here. Hard to say that with a straight face though. More engines starting up I should say. We have another Seven over there. Now, the A340-600 also shows to have come alive on the platform somewhere. I'm already looking to see if I can spot it. Unfortunately, I still cannot. Quite clearly audible. GE90. Right. Cathay Airways is taking off. A lot to see at Schiphol, always. Now it is showtime, ladies and gentlemen. The moment we've been waiting for. Singapore Airlines cargo. Going to NA. Her Majesty is 18 years old. Now that is a good looking 18-year-old. Although, has she had diarrhea? A bad case of diarrhea. Dirty girl. Nice size comparison. First flight, February 2006. Showtime. Right, well, quite a lot of spray has already been blown away from the runway by the looks of it. I think I have a visual on the A340. A bit more. There it is. Now if you guys have been enjoying the stream so far, you have the ready, don't forget to drop a like. It helps to spread this content to more aviation fans such as yourselves who might also be interested in streams like these, but who haven't come across the channel yet. Subscribe if you haven't already, if you want to stay informed of upcoming live streams. A340-600 to Suriname. And in the meantime, Her Majesty has just taken off. Singapore Airlines cargo. Saying goodbye to Schiphol Airport. Embraer 195 off to Warsaw, flight 266. Delta A330 on the move. Another 777 on the move. Now that is a 777 to Johannesburg. The BVR, which I think should be coming this way as well. There it is coming. Meanwhile, also a massive big thank you to Ronald for 14 months of membership. Time to celebrate good times. Thanks, boy, he writes. Ronald, thank you so much for your continued support, mate. Hope all is still good in the lounge. Let me know if something isn't to your liking. 14 months and counting. Hope you're going to stick around for many more months to come, but if not as a member, then at least as a frequent visitor. The A340 is on the move. Let's have a look at the A340-600. Quite a rare sight to see these days. Hopefully it is coming this way. It's going to go to Paramaribo, so it will be taking off from runway 24. That much I know with a near certainty. Question is, how is it going to taxi? It's moving on its own. That's a first. It seems to be coming this way. SLM flight 993, operated by USC, going to Paramaribo. The DAUSZ, 20 years old, first flight December 2003, and it is an A340-600. Ladies and gentlemen, it is moving on its own. Hey there, Ed, good morning. Ed says, I know it's not that much fun for you in the wet weather, but aircraft taking off with the spray being blasted behind them is impressive. I completely agree, Ed. Which is why P3 is somewhat of an outcome that works. Now we're lucky enough to see that the A340 is going to pass in front of us. It's going to the threshold of runway 24. It's not going to take off from 18 left. Hey there, Roasty Posty, good morning. No others who have joined in the meantime, good morning. Nice little detail. How many carriers do you see which have a nice shiny rim on the leading edge of their engines? You don't see that very often anymore. This is an A340 Deluxe, you can see. Meanwhile, the 777-300 is taking off from 18 left to Cape Town, I think it was, or Johannesburg. Wonder what the occupancy rate of this airplane is. Saw reviews of certain airlines. I think it was one recent guy flew on business, had the entire business lounge to himself. Hey there, Rajesh, good morning. Rare sight to see globally, A340-600. Rare sight to see at Schiphol as well. Even more rare is that this one is moving on its own, using its own engines. We're not going to see the actual departure. We are able to see it once it has taken off and once it emanates. It rises above the buildings. Hey there, Karan. Tuning in from Suriname, where this airplane is going to, if all goes well. Just a random set of wheels in the middle of the fuselage. Lance says the A340 should be airborne by Zandvoort. Well, it's moving in the southwesterly direction, so if it just follows the A4 highway, by the time it reaches The Hague, it should be okay. I think the curvature of the earth will have been enough then that it will come off the ground. Anyway, let's pick that up later once it is actually taking off. One 8 left, still open for business, but I think not for long. This is probably the last airplane taking off for the time being for another 40 minutes. Between 11 and 11:40, two runways are going to open up for arrivals. 1 8 left, 1 8 right and 1 8 center are going to be doing that, accepting all the arriving airplanes. Still plenty of spray. Hey, Canadian bank robber coming this way. There it is. Hadi Erik, goedemorgen. Bagel and coffee time. Not for me, mate. Still on a diet. Big will have to wait. Now checking flight radar, the A340 is lining up on runway 24. And yes, for those of you joining us just now, that is the carbon fiber A350 China Airlines in the background. That's not all. That's not all. Oh! Still one more departure. Hey! No. For a moment I was thinking, does that mean they are going to open up runway 27 for arrivals? Since the departure took place from an entry south of the crossing, it should be the 18 runways. Should be doing the arrivals. The LA28 A350 also over here. Now meanwhile Suriname is lining up. Suriname A340. Can we see its tail? I'm wondering. You can see the tail of some airplanes. Yeah, there it is. Suriname A340-600 taking off to Paramaribo. Runway 24. We saw a taxi. And now we can actually see it on the move. Question is, how far to the right is it going to emanate from behind the buildings? My guess would be pretty far. The heavies on average appear just left of the Hilton Hotel. So I wouldn't be surprised if it were to emerge at the Hilton Hotel or a bit further to the right. Obviously taking everything into consideration and keeping the shot a little wide until we see it. Yeah, bit right. There you go. An actual flying A340-600 going to Paramaribo, if all is well, if it doesn't return because of technical issues. Just for a little perspective, let's keep the shot a little wide. Still climbing. Showery weather, which is also why we are here in the garage today. Not standing in the field, for instance, next to the polderbaan. Shower over there. Shower in the distance. It's a bit of a mixed bag here today. More showers than yesterday. Now they're also towing the Cathay Pacific Cathay Pacific A350 back to a gate. Oh, GE90s starting up. PHBQB getting pushed back. That is that KLM 755 to Quito again? Is that the same one that we saw earlier? I think it might be. Hey, bom dia, Graziano. Wesley Oliveira, good day. Guus, goedemorgen. Very dark skies in the background indeed, Tom. Showery weather. Like we also had yesterday. Big picture wise, it does look nice though. The showery weather makes for nice cloudy vistas. Right now the sun is shining on that part of the sky. That's a little shower. Hey, I see something red. Only just vaguely the tail still visible. The BVD is also getting towed. Lance is having Embraer withdrawal symptoms. Oh dear, mate. What to do, what to do? Unfortunately, the Embraers are usually parked at the other side of the terminal building, next to the Kaagbaan. Finnair A350 in the background. KLM 100 years, the SkyTeam livery and the LA28 combo shot. Just a pity that you cannot see that 100 very well on the 787-10. On to the next combo shot of special liveries. Hadi RDW, goedemorgen. Lisa gave her royal germs to boy and has fled to Belgium because she may or may not be a dirty queen. I like it. Hey, check it out! Check it out! The A350 to Taipei. They're pushing it back. The downside is that 18 left is closed. That's a shame. That means China Airlines is going to take off from runway 24. We'll only be able to see it taxi away. Ooh, are we going to be able to see the engines starting? Yes, please. That would be a nice bonus. Our Airlines going to Erbil. Tui. Bye bye, Tui Tui. Hey Debbie, good morning, good to see you again. Hope all is well. Now in the meantime, a little bit of rain is passing by. You can see the visibility is deteriorating a little bit, as we're seeing a combo shot of the Cathay Pacific Cargo 7478 with PHVVD and play. Hey there Bill, good morning. And all others who've joined in the meantime, good morning. You're watching Airlines Live. My name is Boy. We're standing in parking P3 once more because it is raining and it is a bit showery weather. China Airlines A350 to Taipei has been pushed back and is going to taxi out pretty soon. Sadly, it is going to take off from the wrong runway, runway 24. Now we're in a 14-minute time span in which we're not going to see runway 18 left open for departures. Runway 24, the only runway being used now for outbound traffic from 11:40 onwards, so in half an hour from now the runway is expected to open up again. Right, she's moving. If you joined us just now, you already missed the A340-600. That is flying for Suriname again. We saw it taxi out. We saw it take off on its way to Paramaribo. Singapore Airlines Cargo 747-400 taking off from 18 left. Also something that happened earlier. And in the background we have the 7478 Cathay Pacific Cargo, still nicely visible. Bit of rain now, also affecting the camera lens, I think. Right now it is raining and there's a fresh layer of water forming on the runway, the tarmac of the runway. Pretty soon we're getting a combo shot of the A350 with that other special livery A350, the Delta L828 Olympics. HWMF, good morning. Somewhere it is time for vodka. Definitely could use a little swig over here. Hey, and that was a tractor. Agricultural vehicles not just surrounding the runways, but also occupying the platform area by the looks of it. Lovely to see. I wonder if that is a John Deere tractor or a different brand. Well, it looks blue. John Deere is always green, so yeah, it's a different brand, alright. More airplanes making their way over to runway 24. At the moment, still the only runway for departures for a few more minutes, 20 or so. After that, runway 18 left is expected to open again for business. 2 runways now accepting inbound traffic. 18 right, 18 center. Meanwhile, over here, airplanes are coming and going. The PHBVD has been parked over there, and another KLM is being towed back by the looks of it. Big picture wise, a bit rainy. Oh, big picture is the other way around. Big picture wise, you can see shower is passing over Schiphol, providing a little bit of nebulosity looking out. We haven't had a look on the platform, the general aviation platform yet. Insofar as we can see it from over here. Hey, I already thought I heard something. Incredibly lucky to have spotted it. I thought I heard it, but I wasn't sure. Couldn't see anything immediately. DC-3 Dakota. 81 years old, 82 years old, something like that. Looks like a United Dreamliner has been pushed back. That seems to be United Airlines flight 908 to Chicago, 7878 Dreamliner. And Delta Airlines flight 74 has come alive on flight radar on the platform. That would be this little beauty here. though I'm not exactly sure why that is the case, because they're still loading it. Is that gourmet food or regular food? It's the LA 28 Olympics special A350. And the shower is passing over. It does look like, and I think the wind is coming from that side, from the right. So I think that the shower is being blown away. Looks like there's a different wind blowing at the altitude the clouds are at than on ground level. On ground level the wind is coming more or less from the south, blowing towards us from over here. Right, the A350 now taking off. To Taipei. Just saw it move. And there it is. Carbon A350 China Airlines to Taipei. Meanwhile, United flight 908 on the move, going to Chicago. Now, at some point we are going to see the A350LA take off, probably back to Atlanta where it came from, just like yesterday. Not exactly sure when its estimated time of departure has been scheduled. Also hearing the engines being started over there of, I think, the United 777. Now, it's still drizzling here. The KLM 100 years is getting pushed back. We managed to take care of business. Alrighty. Hey Gerrit, goedemorgen. Good to see you again. And all others who have joined in the meantime, good morning. Welcome to the show, you're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy and we're standing in parking P3 again because it is another day of showers in the Netherlands. With one passing over Schiphol right now. I think we've seen the worst of it. It's not completely dry just yet. But it is slowing down the trickle. We've wind blowing from the south. That means that the 1-8 runways are now being used for arrivals and 2-4 and 1-8 left will be used for departures today, or at least in the upcoming hours. Now it is between 11 and 11:40 AM local time. That means only one runway for outbound traffic is alive, and from 11:40 onwards 1-8 left is going to be used again for outbound traffic. Here we have BKA. Which has just been pushed back. We'll be leaving for Toronto as KLM flight 691. Hey there, Lucas. Just plain that says Delta in the 1990s switched from real meals on trays to these sack meals you would fish out of a large plastic bin on the bridgeway to the aircraft. Now you get a bag of some chips, that's it. Really? Also on long haul flights? Surely it must be more than that. But yeah, you're seeing it everywhere. They're skimping on the service level. Money is tight in aviation. Not a lot of margin. I think it has become dry again. You can see that the rain is more or less moving in that direction, and the bluishness is drifting in more or less from over there. That's good. Obviously still a few droplets fell onto the, or appeared onto the lens, so let me first clean that up. There we go. Clean the glasses of my own lenses, the lenses of my glasses. There we go. Hey, Singapore A350 also being transported. Nice combo shot there, LA28, KLM 100 years. More combo shots. And also, Liwe, thank you so much for your continued support and everything you have been doing as a moderator ever since you've become one. 18 months of membership, you're a member of the exclusive 1.5 year crowd now. Thank Jerry and you and Rick, a couple of the first that have reached that hallmark. Thank you so much for your support, Liwe, and everything you've been doing as a moderator. Hope you still like being a member and also being a moderator. If not, let me know. You know how to reach me. Singapore Airlines. More A350s. You can never have enough A350s. I love them. I think they're the prettiest airplane type of the modern airplanes out there right now. Now also Just Plain Nuts, thank you so much for your super chat. rain danger pay bonus. Thank you so much for that, mate. Appreciate it. Now, where are they going to set the A350? Or wait a minute, hang on. They've uncoupled the tow machine. Seems to be a bit random location to be doing that. Hey there, Susan. Susan tuning in from California. Welcome. Welcome one and all. The folks, if you've been enjoying the stream so far, you have already, don't forget to drop a like. It really helps to spread this content to more people like yourself, who might also be interested in streams like these, but who haven't come across the channel yet. It helps YouTube to promote this stream to other people who might also like it, like you do. You get a nice sense of scale when you see a person next to the nose wheel, don't you? Now, is it going to continue on its own? Was this just a regular pushback? I'm a bit confused. EasyJet is just overtaking like nothing is happening over there. And they've relocated the BVD to over there. It was located at a gate over here initially, right in the vicinity of the A350, the Finnair A350 I should say, which you can still see. Now the sun is starting to shine again over here. Nice to see. As you guys can see, showery weather here in the Netherlands. The reason also for me being here in the garage and not next to the polderbaan, for instance. A350 Singapore, by the looks of it, was pushed back on the move to Singapore. Now, normally speaking, one night left should reopen around 11:40. It's now 11:33. Has anybody had a look and seen what runway this Singapore Airlines has been assigned to take off from? I'm hoping one night left. I'm fearing runway 24. Meanwhile, Paul also back in the chat. Good to see you, Mr. Biker. Hope all is well. If you joined us just now, you missed quite a lot already. Singapore Airlines A350 is on the move, but we have seen the carbon fiber A350 from China Airlines. Earlier, we saw the A340-600 going to Paramaribo. We saw a taxi right in front of us, and we saw a takeoff from runway 24. We also saw Singapore Airlines Cargo 747 taking off from 18 left earlier. So, absolutely a lot already that was here that you could see here. Also over here, the LA28, we saw its arrival. We might see its departure too. Another A350 combo shot. The classically lined Singapore Airlines. That Delta A350 LA28 special, Olympics special. Now, over there in the distance is the water tower of Aalsmeer, which you can also climb My buddy Jose, who lives in Aalsmeer, and I did that once. Quite nice. You can see Schiphol Airport quite well, although you would need a telescope to see a lot of the stuff that is going on here. In that respect, P3 over here provides a better overview. Now, where is Singapore going to go to? Is it going to come to 18 left, and is it going to be the first airplane to take off from it? It is turning to the left, so that looks well. Has anybody checked it out? "18 left. Thanks for the confirmation, Paul. So first airplane to take off from 18 left after the short break from 11 till 11:40 approximately, with just the Kaagbaan being open for outbound traffic. I'm seeing an airplane that I don't recognize immediately. Let's have a quick look. What is this? Wow, check it out. Special livery Turkish. Or what is it? That is... That's Turkish Airlines. Discover the potential. Having arrived from Istanbul, A321. The TCJRG, 16 years old. First flight October 2007. First time I'm seeing it. I'm seeing a lot of intricate details and I like it. Air Arabia in the background passing by. And another Turkish over there. Turkish combo shot. Turkish combo shot. Well. A lot of intricate details. I like it. Nice to see. Hadi Ricardo, goedemorgen. Right. There should be enough fresh water on the tarmac from the shower that passed by just now, not too long ago. So I'm imagining spray production from this A350 will be substantial. Hadi Adriaan, goedemorgen. Now check out the beautiful sunshine on this beautiful livery, on this beautiful airplane. Singapore Airlines flight 323 to Singapore. A350-900, 7 years old, first flight December 2016. It's the 9 Victor Sierra. What is it again? MJ. Hey, Star Alliance livery, also coming this way. Glorious, glorious. Meanwhile, Turkish A330, I'm so used to saying A350 because we've seen so many of them, to Istanbul. I'm also seeing another A350. I like how many A350s we have seen already today over here. A350, A350, A330. Triple 7-300. Next up, Croatia Airlines to Zagreb. Starlines livery, A320, 20 years old, flight 451. The 9A CTO, 20 years old, first flight February 2004. You're picking up the sounds of the engines of the A330 of Turkish that is approaching. Rain once again falling here. It's a light drizzle. Let's have a look at the A330 first. Turkish Airlines flight 1952 going to Istanbul, Turkey. A330-300, the TCJOD, 10 years old, first flight June 2014. Now, check out you can see the trim. Upon landing, you can see with the A330 the trim is even down further. It's always interesting to have a look on to details like that. If you're able to see the MD-11 in action and you have a look when they're landing and you check out the pitch of the elevators, the trim, you can see it's downward pointing really a lot. The A330 also landing with a relatively high pitch. They also have their elevators trimmed downward relatively a lot compared with other airplane types, particularly for instance the 737. Now I'm also seeing a nice backdrop, cloudy vista in the backdrop, bit vague because of the shower that is in between the clouds in the backdrop and us. Now, just now we had a cheater on cheaters lane that took off before the A330. I'm now not seeing any cheaters taking off from the runway, and we can hear it The A330 is pulling up. Glimpse of the next airplane taking off, Lufty. Few short vortices from the wingtips. Hadi Pim, goedemorgen. Hadi Hans, goedemorgen. And all others who have joined in the meantime, good morning. You are watching AMS Live. My name is Boy and we are standing in parking P3. Why? Because showers. Wind is blowing from the south, more or less. There's a special livery Turkish over there. There's a special livery Delta over there. And we also have a Fokker 100 at the parking, at the panorama rooftop terrace. Let's also have a quick look at the weather, because it has been a while since I updated the meter. I think I just updated it before going live. So the wind is blowing from the southwest, varying between west and south. The wind speed 8 knots, 304. We have 3 layers of cloudiness surrounding the airport. Scattered clouds at 3,400 feet, a few clouds at 2,500 feet, a few clouds at 800 feet. Light showers and rain is what this is saying. Cumulus clouds. The air pressure is 1016 hectopascals. The temperature is 10 degrees C. That is roughly 50 degrees F. No significant changes expected in the upcoming hours. Runway use right now, refresh. This is a transition. This runway, center runway, is going to close pretty soon. Let's also update the meter. In the ticker. There you go. While we have good view of it, let's have a look at the general aviation platform for a moment. Here we have the Dash 8-100 Coast Guard airplane. Pisjet getting pushed back. We already saw the Dakota taking off earlier. Still that little Fokker remnant over there. Not much happening otherwise. Now why that Turkish A321 is still standing there beats me. Apparently no gates are available at the time. At this moment. This is the Turkish A321 that arrived from Istanbul. Now we have KLM on its way to Istanbul, coming this way from the other side. 737-700. Probably the next airplane to take off from 18 left here. KLM flight 1959 is what we're looking at. Going to Istanbul, the HBGQ. 13 years old, first flight May 2011. Once again it is raining here. So it is providing fresh moisture on the tarmac. More, as if we don't have enough already. Compare the trim setting, that of the A330. More horizontal. Turning and burning. So a little car parked over there, just to show a sense of scale. Next airplane coming this way, A320 to Munich, Lufthansa flight 2303. While Lufthansa is coming, the Turkish A321 is still standing there, special livery. Discover the potential. Hey there, Michael. Morning. Looking around. It sounds like GE90s are being started somewhere, but I cannot exactly locate the source of the sound. It certainly isn't emanating from this airplane, the A28 A350. Lufty. Flight 2303 to Munich, A320. As you guys can see, still showery weather. Also some movement finally from the Turkish A321. Also a big thank you to Bill J Celebrating 5 months of membership. Love this channel, he says. Thank you for your kind words and for your continued support, Bill. I hope all is still good in the lounge. Do let me know if something isn't to your liking. Now, I like this livery. Too bad that it isn't coming closer by. With the sun shining on it. Looks like it has gold accents. Gold paint. Some of those bits. For the brief moment that it was illuminated by the sun, it looked very nice. Anyway, so we have another A350 that we saw get towed to the gate, China Southern. Now over there. And Emirates is getting pushed back. Emirates flight 146 to Dubai. Now Dubai lies to the east of the Netherlands, so that is a candidate for 18 left. Also seeing that the A350 Finnair is getting pushed back. I think we might hear GE90s coming from that side pretty soon. Still having, yeah, just a couple droplets on the mic, on the camera lens. Yep, it's begun. Symphony of A330 engines and GE90 is being started. And Paul confirming that the Emirates 777 is going to 18 left. Finnair meanwhile saying their goodbyes. That's engine number 2 starting up. Meanwhile, Tarom to Bucharest is making its way over to the threshold of 18 left. That's a 737-800. Sadly not the baby bus, which they are going to retire at the end of the month. So SkyTeam Embraer 190 to Toulouse is coming. KLM. Openings in the sky. And Tarom, flight 362 to Bucharest, 737-800. Next up, KLM flight 1451 to Toulouse in the SkyTeam livery, Embraer 190, the PHEZX, 12 years old, first flight April 2012. Okay, Malta in the foreground, coming this way by the looks of it. To take off to Malta. You can still see the maze of Tarmac, now beautifully illuminated because it is wet and the sun is shining on it. There it is. Emirates. Flight 146 coming this way. Lower air temperature and cold remnants wreaking havoc on the runniness of my nose. Apologies for that. Okay, Malta next to take off to Malta, A320Neo. I still saw that there were droplets on the lens, which I hope will now have cleared. Okay, Malta going to Malta, flight 395, A320Neo, the 9HNEF, a year old airplane, first flight May 2023. Daniel says, I was just helping passengers on that Emirates flight. Nice. Snorri also back in the chat. Good to see him, Snorri. And all others who have joined. You're watching Amos Live. My name is Boy and we are standing in parking P3. Showers passing over the Netherlands, and that is why we are in the garage and not next to the runways, for instance. Runway 18 left is used as secondary runway for departures. Something just arrived over there, and I'm hearing sirens. Firefighter, but not coming this way. Meanwhile, KLM Malta is spooling up, taking off to Malta. A320Neo. Emirates flight 146 coming this way after Dubai. KLM A330 to Mumbai, first taking off. KLM flight 877, and preceding it is KLM flight 1327, which will be going to Krakow. And this is the Faka. What up, Faka? How's your motherfucker? If you joined us just now, welcome. Quite a lot already took place in this stream. We saw Singapore Airlines cargo 747-400 take off from the runway that this Embraer is now lifting off from. We saw the Suriname A340-600. Not only did it taxi right in front of us, it also took off from runway 24, which we could also see once it cleared the terminal building. We saw the arrival of the LA-28 Olympics special livery Delta Airlines, and we saw the carbon fiber A350 from China Airlines taxi away and take off from runway 24 as well. Now let's get ready for two consecutive heavy hitters. This is the Faka KLM flight 877 A330-300 to Mumbai. 12-year-old airplane, first flight February 2012. Yeah, still plenty of moisture on the far end of the runway. What's that? China Southern 777. Another KLM A330. Is this one arriving or is it leaving? It's the Fuck B. Showtime, Emirates A377-300 going to Dubai. Flight 146, the A6 EPI, 8-year-old airplane, first flight December 2015. Hey there, Jin. Good afternoon, mate. Good to see ya. Hope all is well. See that Clementia is also back in the chat. Goedemiddag. Welcome all others who have joined in the meantime. Showery weather over here in the Netherlands. Shower in the distance. And The KLM A330 taking a turn, flying towards the east. Game time. Let's go. Now, interesting. It seems to have become an A330 get together. So we have a Delta A321Neo on the far right. We have two A330s over here. They're both standing here just loitering. Are they handing out social benefits to A330s? Hey there, Falco. Goedemorgen. Doing reasonably okay, Clemencia. Could be better, but could also be far worse. Hey. Saudia Cargo. The Jeddah Knights have arrived. Hey there, Urban Islander. Morning. Welcome back. Good to have ya. Hope all is well. Yeah, so... Puff of smoke. Was that from this airplane? Probably not. And then there's this duo standing there. Now, I'm going to turn away because, check it out, we have a beautiful Azzurro ITA Airways Bombardier C Series 300 or A220 as they're called these days, and look at the contrast. The blue, the green, the grey, very photogenic. ITA Airways flight 121 returning to Milan. It's the EIHHN. Hohen. Tina, goedemorgen. Airplane a year old, first flight September 2023. It's not the beautiful Ho, but it sure as hell is a pretty looking airplane. Man. One of the best looking airplane out there right now. One of the best looking liveries out there right now. So hard to beat. Bit stuttery. The wind is blowing directly towards us from the south. Maybe mid stabilizer helps. Let's see. See if that maybe makes it a little bit better when I'm not turning the camera. Lance has to go. See you later, mate. Thank you for joining. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hope to see you soon again. Embraer and the KLM 737 over here. Hey Deadman, good afternoon. Deadman says in Dutch, just subscribed, like the channel, and I think a good camera with good zoom is being used. Absolutely, mate. Canon XA60, and I'm using some digital zoom in addition to optical zoom. You have to use it with moderation though, because otherwise you will get pixelated stuff like this. It's like with everything in life, moderation is key. 2 narrow bodies, KLM, a third one coming. Rome bound A321Neo from ITA is coming, the second ITA. Is that the Ho? I'm wondering. It's the A321Neo. No, it's the HXD. No Ho. No Ho's today. No Italian Ho's at least. This is KLM flight 1853, I think, to Munich. Still that lighting, beautiful. Now, I spy with my little eye contrails in the sky, not just one, but two. Is that Lufty? It's Twin Jet. It's looking like it had a dark blue tail, which could be indicative of Lufthansa, but I'm not sure that it is or was. Grüß dich, Monika. Grüße zurück. Und herzlich willkommen. More ITA Blue. This is ITA Airways flight 107 to Rome. A321Neo, brand new, first flight January 2024. Iberia Express coming in next. Hey there, Voice Aviation. Good to see you again, mate. It's 3 Contrails in the sky. In that small little bit of blue over there. Meanwhile, let's also have another look at the general aviation platform. Is something happening over there? Probably not, but you never know. Just glancing around, glancing over it, browsing, quick glance, and then back to what we can see best. Iberia Express going to Madrid. That is next. And I'm also seeing that the TUI Dreamliner is going to Antalya. Makes it a candidate for 18 left. Ooh, Clemencia, that sounds good. Chinese tomato vegetable soup. Had you lived a little closer by, I would have loved to drop by for a cup of soup. It sounds really great. Nice little something to warm you up. But enjoy the soup, Clemencia. Sounds great. TUI 7878 Dreamliner, which will be flying to Turkey, to Antalya. After Iberia Express has left to Madrid. Hey, Furl. Hey, you're welcome, Jin. Always a pleasure to have you in the stream. TUI going to Antalya. The PHTFM, 9 years old, first flight March 2015. Hey, Pixie says, cool, you filled my Cathay flight to Hong Kong in January. My brother is now at Schiphol from Vienna to Toulouse. Maybe you'll manage to film his flight today as well. What flight will he be arriving and taking off from? I'm not too sure until when I'm going to continue streaming. There is an A380 underway, expected I think around 1:30 or so. The downside is we cannot see arrivals from over here, and between 1 and 2 only runway 24 is opening, or is open, will be open for arrivals. So I'm not sure how that translates into activity on the platform here. Okay, leaving with KLM 225, that is unfortunately a time that I will no longer be around for. That I can tell with near certainty. Well, with certainty. Hey! According to flight radar, the A321 to Hong Kong has come alive. Should have been pushed back. Not seeing it yet. I think we soon will. Hopefully next time, Pixie. Do let me know in advance when another occasion to film you guys is coming up. Meanwhile, the runway is drying up. The proof of the pudding will be in the eating in the form of the rotation. Let's see if much spray is left. It does look a bit wetter over there. You can just see, yeah, still moisture, but also just how beautifully those wings curl up as it is gaining speed. Don't know if you guys paid attention to it. I was. You can clearly see it. They're flexing up. Now I can see the A321 to Hong Kong, which I think is going to take off from 18 left pretty soon. Should be nice. Oh, and between the rooftop parts of the garage I see the Lifeliner, the yellow Lifeliner helicopter is also coming from the right. Don't know exactly where it's going to fly to. We might pick it up, or at least I might be able to show you guys. No, it seems to be flying more in the westerly direction, which means that the parking garage is actually in the way. Right, the Cathay Pacific A321. Wait a minute. This is just a relocation, isn't it? This isn't pushback. Where is it? No, the engines are running. Or at least one engine already is running. Oop, lowering the nose gear. You're on your own now. Best of luck, mate. Again, nice sense of scale you're getting here. Yeah, took the pins out, you're all clear. Okay, cheers. Means it is coming this way. Cathay Pacific, flight 270 to Hong Kong, the A350-1000. 2-year-old airplane, first flight August 2022. In the meantime, as it is moving, Sally the seagull is chilling over there on the light mast. Play on the move. Cathay Pacific on the move. Transavia on the move. KLM coming this way by the looks of it. And here we have one of KLM's A321Neos. This one is going to Prague, flight 1355, and it is the PH-AXA. It's the first A321Neo of the fleet. 2 now in use. It's coming to the threshold to take off. Hadi Dick, goedemiddag. Indeed, just in time. KLM. And shortly, Cathay Pacific. Nice combo shot there, play an LA28. Express. And here we have KLM's first A321Neo, the PH-AXA, going to Prague. So folks, if you just joined us, welcome to the show. You're now watching the departure of the first A321Neo of KLM, the PH-AXA, going to Prague. You're watching AMS Live and my name is Boy. We're standing in parking P3 because it is showery weather. Qatar is coming this way. And before that, Cathay Pacific, the A350-1000 to Hong Kong, will take off as number 2 with a tiny Embraer leading the way. If you joined us just now, you already missed some interesting stuff going on. We saw the China Airlines A350 Carbon special livery taxi away and take off earlier in the stream. We have seen Singapore Airlines Cargo 747 taking off from this runway. The LA28 A350 Still being parked over there. We saw it arrive earlier. This is Cathay Pacific, flight 270. Hadi Ronald, goedemiddag. Going to Hong Kong. Not PHB, LXQ. 2-year-old airplane, first flight August 2022. It's the A350-1000, which I think is the only A350-1000 regularly visiting Amsterdam Schiphol Airport. Now, talking about rarities in the sky, the A340-600 is also a highlight you definitely have to check out. We saw it taxi away to runway 24 and then take it off using its own engines. The A340-600 to Suriname, to Paramaribo, flying on behalf of Suriname Airways. Two consecutive heavy hitters. A350-1000. A little bit of moisture still on the runway. I expect more down the runway. Qatar Cargo 777 next. Hey Evelyn, just in time indeed. Hey reticent guy, goedemiddag. Hey, police helicopter. Just took off, taking off and flying away from us. Next up, Qatar Cargo to Doha. Triple-seven freighter, A7 BFR, 5 years old, first flight August 2019. Doing a turn and burn. Yeah, baby. Evelyn asks what my plan is on Sunday. You guys keep asking me what are you going to do then and then. I never know a day more than a day in advance. Weather is changing. The weather predictions for this day were completely different a couple of days ago. So whatever they are predicting for Sunday today might not come true. So I'm only going to decide a day in advance, and sometimes people reach out to me, oh, I'm going away in October or in November or in December or summer 2025, will you be there? The answer is I never know for sure, because it is weather dependent. Last time I checked, I thought they said it was also going to be gusty on Sunday. So it depends on the direction of the wind. Is it going to rain or not? When is it going to rain? So as much as I would like to give any certainty, I just cannot. Hey there, Joel, good afternoon. Now, narrow bodies for the time being. Heavy's taking off to the west. Embraer 175 going to Bologna first next. KLM flight 1663. Triple 7 starting its engines. I think it might be the culprit. Now the left engine unfortunately does not have those twirly things that you can see the speed of the fan blades with properly. The right engine is now starting. The left one is pulling up. I think this is KLM flight 603 to LAX. HBQC. Is that it? No, this is a 300. Okay. They're not showing. And another pushback of another 777. Now the engines of the 777 in the foreground have started, so we should see its flaps being set. Before that, checking the controls. You'll see the ailerons go up and down, then they'll check the elevator, then lastly the rudder. Sometimes they do that while they are taxiing, usually they do it before. Yep, ailerons, testing it, the elevators now, and check out the rudder. And we'll go left to right. Yeah. And check out the leading edge of the wing. The slats are lowering and the flaps at the back are too. After everything is checked and done, they are going to request clearance to taxi and they'll start moving. Here the same is going to happen. Meanwhile, 737 from KLM is taking off from 18 left. And the EasyJet is following. I have learned a lot watching planes, but remember, I also applied for the KLM Flight Academy back in the day. I have seen quite a lot and, well, yeah, experience. Watching a lot. Next up, EasyJet to Krakow in Poland. Flight 27975 A319. Hey. Oh no, I thought for a moment that was another bird. It just looked like it. "15-year-old airplane, first flight December 2008. Not sure if this one is going to take off first though, because another company plane is making its way over to Cheaters Lane. So which one will take off first? That's the question. Nah, Michael, no worries. No worries. So yeah, this one is going to take off first. That's an A320 to Palma de Mallorca. Okay. Commemoration of startings, or what is it? It's quite a big flock of birds. Anyway. Fire in the hole. Meanwhile, big picture wise, are we going to see more fresh deposits of moisture? It doesn't look like a fully fledged shower, but it might contain a few droplets. I was eyeing a contrail over there. Coming this way. Hard to see what it is other than it being a twin jet. And finally the A319 to Krakow also got clearance. And air oink oink. Looks like it is going to take off as one of the next airplanes. Here's the triple. LA28 still firmly parked. Meanwhile, Icelandair landed, again flying with the 767 today. Sterile toothpaste look. Now we already saw the PHAXA, and it would be nice to show the entire fleet of A321Neos of KLM in one show, and we can, because this is KLM Flight 1777 going to Berlin, the PHAXB, the latest brand new airplane, first flight September 2024. Looks nice in the sunshine. Still, I like ITA's blue better. Oink oink, taking off to Istanbul via Cheaters Lane. Meanwhile, we're picking up on the engines of the 767 from Icelandair. Hey, well, they're not as shiny as those of the A340-600s. Engine rims, the leading edge. Let's see something having taken off from runway 24, 777 to Calgary. Time for the PHAXB. Berlin. So both A321Neos operational, and I think even within half an hour from one another in stream. KLM's latest and greatest. Was that the Adler? I think it was one of the Adlers. Yep. Hey there, Thomas. Good afternoon. Right, so we have a little queue now of narrow bodies that are going to take off from the threshold of 18 left. Now there's also a BizJet that I saw on Flight Radar just now. Where is it? Further to the right already. There it is, taking off. Reason for the wait. MHS Aviation Bombardier Challenger 603 that you saw just now, the BizJet, 22 years old. Icelandair 767. Hey Diton, goedemiddag. Good to see you, mate. A380 expected 1:30. Not exactly sure if I'm going to stick around until then, because from 1 o'clock onward, 18 left is going to stop being used for departures, and all outbound traffic is going to take place from Kaagbaan, runway 24. All inbound traffic will be landing on 18 center and 18 right, which means that the only thing I can show you from here is apron traffic, and if anything is taking off from the Oostbaan, that. Not sure if that makes for interesting content. Reaching the 40 minutes that this runway was not in use between 11 and 11:40 is still okay-ish. Plus, by the time that this runway will start being used again, it is 2 p.m. already. Meanwhile, Austrian just took off. The lighting is superb. Lovely to see. Quite an empty airspace airport over there. Was a bit more busy earlier. Hey George, good to see you. Good afternoon. So Icelandair is still waiting. You'd say there's plenty of space at one of the gates over there, right of it, but apparently those are intended for other airplanes. The LA28 A350 still over there. Meanwhile, on the topic of special liveries, German Airways, we have Adler, one of the two over here. We also have Herpes back. Herpa derpa derpa. And Breakfast 2024 resuming once again. And Joel says, what a positive vibe in the chat with all these illnesses. Yeah, well, Joel, in case you didn't know, the vast majority of the AMS Live audience is 55 plus. A significant chunk is even 65 plus, which means arthritis, heart disease, diabetes, all that good stuff. The elderly congregate in the live chat over here. This is geriatric TV via YouTube. Oh yeah, comet to be seen low above the horizon in the west right after sunset. Nice. Up and away it goes, the Adler. Icelandair getting overtaken on the right by Delta. Well, as my throat is getting a little hoarse, not so much because my throat gets afflicted by the cold itself. It's usually when I have to sneeze a lot in the morning that my throat sometimes gets a little sore. In the meantime, you could see that even though it is getting a little cloudy, it doesn't look like rain anytime soon. Irregular Embraer following one of the Adlers, and now Herpa Derpa Derpa is next. Herpa Derpa 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 Derpa. Nicely illuminated by the sun. Alan also back in the chat, good to see ya. Right, the Herpa Derpa Derpa. And Icelandair meanwhile moving, finally. Then again, so too is the Herpa. Gentlest of rotations. Beautiful. Icelandair continuing. Not exactly sure where it's going to. Apparently no room here for it. Hey, Airlines once again. Oh, so we saw it arrive earlier. I thought it was going out already, but it seems to be going out now. After Erbil then, I think. Where is it? Hey! I spy with my little eye on flight radar a 7478 to Frankfurt on the move. Is that going to come this way? Please let it come this way. That would be two 747s today taking off from 18 right. Now I'm pretty sure that this is BBN Airlines or Airlines to Erbil in Iraq. For some reason it's not showing. Dercom Tour is giving us very sad news. CX is going to Kaagbaan. So this is probably the last airplane taking off from 18 left then. Since it is 1:07 already, that is usually the moment where they change to 2 runways for inbound traffic and 1 for outbound. And today for outbound traffic, Kaagbaan, runway 24 is the primary runway. Unlike yesterday we got lucky, but that was reverse operations compared to what it is today, with arrivals from the south, and today the arrivals take place from the north. So I think this is probably the last airplane taking off then. Now the question is, are we going to continue streaming or not? If this runway is going to close, there's no action immediately in the vicinity. The only thing I can show you is pushbacks, taxiing airplanes, and that's it. I'm thinking that is probably going to make boring streaming content. Airlines. It's an A320 going to Erbil. Yeah. Liwe is back. I'm just not sure how much longer I'm going to stick around with the live stream because the 18 left runway seems to have closed. That means for an hour all departures will take place from runway 24 and the landings will take place on 18 left, 18 right and center. I have to say I really love the intricacy of the livery here. Different patterns, lots of details, just like the Quetzalcoatl from Aero Mexico. Oh, trying to widen the shot because World to Fly in the background was being towed towards the gate. Nice chance to also have a more close-up view of the details of this A321. Is it still going to take off from 18 left, I'm wondering? I think not. Or is it? The proof of the pudding, I think, is going to be tested here. This is a 777 to Nairobi. It seems to be moving away from us, seeming to indicate the closure of 18 left, and that means Turkish will also follow the path that the triple is following, namely to the threshold of runway 24. So I think I am going to wrap it up as well then. Don't think it is going to make for interesting content. Just looking at pushbacks and taxiing airplanes. So yeah, with all the airplanes taking off, moving away from us, I am going to wrap it up. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. I had a great time here and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. If you like the stream but you haven't given a like already, consider doing so. It really helps to spread this content to new viewers who might not have come across the channel yet, but who might also be interested in streams like these, such as yourselves. Subscribe if you want to stay informed of upcoming live streams. If the weather is favorable, I will be going out again tomorrow. Hope to see you then. Thanks in the meantime for your support, for the super chats, the super stickers and whatnot. Mods, thank you for keeping the chat friendly and accessible to all. Hope to see you again in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to say bye for now and see you all soon.